Or did I do it all for fame? Legend is Exodus, searching for euphoria. Judging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep off in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head. Whoa.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, not good up again. I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
I'm feeling glorious. The crib looking victorious. Oh, yes, it is. You know that we've been going it. Since we hopped out that DeLorean. Yeah, we went.
Welcome into Purple and Gold Talk. I am your host, Jim Cross. I'm joined as always by the Ava Garza. Ava, we just did an episode a little bit ago. You still doing good?
I'm doing good. I'm always excited to talk about LSU volleyball. So I'm
Absolutely. You know, we were doing a little Starkville episode earlier in Mississippi State, but now we're getting to where it's going down, LSU. But before we do, got to bring up the sponsors. First of all, Boot Up Custom. Shout out. We're going to have Mike Anderson on after Jurnee. We're going to get his story. Obviously, Chinook Seedery, 8 flavors mild to wild, the best seeds in the game, less salt, no sandpaper tongue, and Jesus One Apparel, John 16:33, empowering young men and women to be bold in their faith. But Jurnee, the Michael Jordan of volleyball, how are we doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Excellent. Like I am sad I didn't get to talk to you yesterday, but I knew I was going to get to talk to you today. So, you know, it's all going to be good, but it was good to see some LSU volleyball. We'll get into it. Obviously, you know, didn't go the way we wanted to, but I thought, you know, it was very entertaining. Y'all had them on the ropes multiple different times, but kind of got to break the ice like we always do. If you could pick one athlete to watch right now, like you're turning on the TV, like who's that one athlete?
Ooh, one athlete? I don't know, like Simone Biles. I think it's just like amazing to watch her. Like
You can't go wrong with that answer. I mean, one of the most incredible athletes to ever walk the earth for sure. All right, this one may be even tougher. You know, you're getting ready, you're in game mode. You know, who's the musician you're going to put on?
Oh, young boy, easily.
Wasn't hard for it. At all.
Easily.
Hey, that's one thing I'll say about going to LSU volleyball, Ava. Like, they keep the music pumping all the time, and, you know, you love it. You see the teams over there dancing, getting into it. Like, it's always fun. Like, it's never a quiet or dull moment when you're at LSU volleyball.
Oh, I know. Like if you look over, you can always see Ella and Remy dancing over there. They're a good bench to watch no matter what. Their play is always.
I mean, I even looked over to Kentucky and, like, you know, we were playing songs that are really more exclusively to LSU, and they couldn't help themselves. Like, the vibes are contagious.
No, yeah. Sometimes, like when I'm serving, I'll like look over, and I just see somebody dancing. I'm like, oh, I can't. I have to focus right now.
Well, go ahead, Ava. Oh, wait, it's me off the top.
Yeah, I was like, that's all you.
I gave you the on the order on myself. All right. So yeah, now been a couple years, obviously, since you've been on Jurnee. A lot's happened. You know, first let's talk Team USA. You know, where did y'all get to play at? Like, you know, I saw that you had 5 games. Was that in America or where was it at?
No, it was in Norseca, or it was the Norseca Cup in. I can't pronounce it. Somewhere in Mexico we played, and I'm not going to say it was the safest area, but we had like a lot of staff around us to where like it was safe and like people just respected us there. So it was pretty fun. But yeah, it was all in Mexico.
Well, I mean, it had to be fun. Y'all went 5-0. You know, what was it like playing for Team USA winning the Pan American Cup?
Honestly, it was great. Like I wasn't even playing the position that I played. Like I was still hitting, but I was on the other side of the court. But I told my mom, like, as long as I get the jersey and as long as I'm out there with them, like, I'm going to have fun. So, like, anything that we did, it was a blast. And there was, like, one game where I didn't play. And me and one of my teammates, Afina, she actually plays at A&M. She's the middle blocker there. We were just having a blast on the bench, just, like, cheering and, like, doing how we do at LSU.
Nice. Yeah, no. Something about wearing that red, white, and blue just hits different. And, you know, even though you said it may not have been the safest place, I'm sure it's still fun to get into another country and play there.
For sure.
All right. So also since then, you know, last year, all SEC first team last year had 458 kills, 54 blocks. How special is it being in a power conference and being recognized, SEC first team?
I think it's great. I mean, I still think I'm a little underrated, just a little bit. But I think I'm just gonna do my job, and I think every day I'm gonna go out there and do my job. And being the SEC, like, there's a lot of people that have the same mentality that I do. So when you're able to like get that amount of kills in the SEC, like playing against Brooklyn DeLay and Eva Hudson and stuff like that, it's just, I think it's amazing.
I mean, I never thought, our very first volleyball guest was Johnny Taylor from Kentucky. And I never thought I was going to see somebody who was a better athlete than her. And then here you come, and just the athleticism is incredible. Your ability to throw it down on anyone and everyone. And, you're taught, yesterday against Kentucky, I was looking up the kills numbers, and, there's really no one even close. Their best player, number 17, I forgot her name. But, she was still like 60 behind you. And I was like, it just really shows, how much you're getting done. And so if you're underrated in anyone's book, they're just not paying attention.
Okay. So now we get to talk a little bit about this year. 17 matches into the season. What has been your favorite so far?
Honestly, SMU, even though it didn't go our way, like, I think we came out with like a lot of power and like dominance, and we're gonna show up and we're gonna show out and we're gonna prove I would deserve to be up with the top ranked teams, and I think we did. And it was just like the matter of the coin flip. Like, we lost by 3 points against the top 10 ranked team in the world, or in the country. But I mean, I think that was my favorite game by far.
Absolutely. So this season, 7 of your 17 matches have been against top 25 competition. How much do you think this difficult schedule has kind of prepped y'all to make a late season run?
I think it prepped us a lot. Last year, we didn't really play. I mean, they were hard teams. I'm not going to discredit them. Like, they were teams that still won their conferences, but it just wasn't like a SMU, Baylor, Houston. It wasn't any of those teams. So us coming out and playing those teams, like, just kind of gave us a warm-up of, all right, this is what the SEC is going to look like, and then after the SEC, this is what the tournament is going to look like. So I think it just gave us like it was an eye-opener in a sense, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely. So obviously your competition was tough, but you just received Offensive Player of the Week, and y'all had a huge win over Florida. Me and Jim were there yesterday, and y'all had number 3 Kentucky, like he said, on the ropes in set 1 and 3. How's the team feeling right now?
I think it was an eye-opener. Obviously against Bama, it didn't go our way. And we could just be honest about that. Like, we just weren't having a good game. But then we turned it around, and we had confidence against Kentucky. And like you said, it just didn't go our way in sets 1 and 3. But I think we're feeling confident going into the rest of the SEC. We just have to show up, and we have to turn it on, and we have to keep it on for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's what I noticed, because I watched the Tennessee match, and obviously y'all won the first 2 sets, and then they came back and won. And then watching yesterday's, it just seems like y'all just got to finish strong. Like, y'all clearly showed that y'all can play with anyone and everyone, and honestly playing from ahead, in the first and third set yesterday. So I definitely know that y'all have the ability to do it. It's just about finishing.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, we always talk about that. Like, sometimes when we're playing against the B side or just like the non-starters, they'll start out 10-6, and it's like, all right, but why can't the starting side start out 10-6? Like, why do we always have to come back? And I think that's been our problem a little bit, is that we've always have to like come back after being down 17-13 or something. But now that we're starting to get the hang of starting out strong to where we're up 5-10, we just have to keep that momentum and that mentality the whole time.
So 323 kills, which leads the SEC by a lot. You're on the ABC Player of the Year watch list. How much would it mean to get SEC Player of the Year or the ABCA Player of the Year?
Ooh, I haven't thought about that. I think it would be great. I think I have a lot of work to do. I'm not going to say I'm up in those radars yet, but I think it's nice to be a part of the ABCA watch list and to lead the SEC. I didn't even know I was still leading it, but I think that's pretty cool. But I think
like I said, you're leading it by like 40 something to the second, and then like 60 to the third. Like, you're up there.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
Your own stats.
But yeah, I think it will mean the world, obviously. But I think just even if I do win those accolades, I think just still working hard for my senior year, I think that will be that's all that matters to me.
So, I mean, if people watch, all of the LSU sports, they know that the next match is at Vandy on Friday, and football also plays there on Saturday. Jurnee, are we taking over Nashville this weekend or what?
That's the plan. That's always the goal. I think the same way that football has that 1-0 mentality, we try to come into practice every day with that mentality. And I think it worked for them, especially like against Clemson. Like they were ranked number 4 or something, and they came in like thinking, or not thinking, like knowing we're going to win this, we're going to do whatever it takes to win. So I think we just have to have that mentality as well. And I think we're going to take over Nashville. That's the goal, like I said.
Yeah, and like I said, y'all look very, very good. And it's not, you're talking about not discrediting the teams that y'all have left. I look at the remaining schedule. Teams are ranked for a reason. None of the ones left are ranked top 25. Y'all went through the hardest part. So I think you've prepped yourself, to be able to handle the rest of the way. And so I feel pretty good about where you're at, and it's time to make a run, and it starts in Vandy. But, I was there yesterday. We talked about it a little bit before the episode. You had a crowd of kids waiting to get an autograph. How much does it mean to you to see those young boys and girls, be inspired by you playing volleyball?
I love it. I think it's great. I think even when I'm not having like the best game or we lose in 3 sets, like them coming up and be like, you played so good. Like I'm your favorite player. Like it just lights my world up, if I'm being honest. Like, especially if like I played bad, like I'm over here like pouting. Like, oh, I don't want to do this right now. But then the first person comes up to me and she's like, you did so good. Like, I love you. And I'm like, oh, I love you too. Like it's just like, it's just my serotonin, especially after a bad game.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine what it's like, because I saw so many little girls that were so excited to get you. And like, I mean, that's why I made the joke about the Jordan volleyball. Obviously that's a big name that I throw out there, but that's how they see you. Like you're a big deal to them. And so it's awesome that, you're out there giving it your all in front of them for the purple and gold, and that they, are excited to get to meet you, take pictures, get an autograph and all that. But, speaking of fans, my nephew, I brought him with me. He was videoing. He was, he couldn't believe how great of an athlete you are. So I want to show you this video he made just off some clips that he got yesterday. So,
okay.
So Ava, you see a few things in just a little short video. You see her having fun at times, dancing the part we talk about, but you see the energy, the fire, the passion. And then he slow-mos the one where you can see the athleticism and just how high she gets off. So, like, I mean, when you go to watch LSU volleyball and you get to see Jurnee, it's full-blown entertainment.
Oh, absolutely. I like watching. I'm like, I wish I could jump that high. I wish I had that athleticism in me. I don't. But like, I was like,
look, this is why I can tell you you're a big deal, Jurnee. They blocked you for the first time yesterday, and their whole team celebrated like they won the match. I know you saw it. And it was like they couldn't believe it, because you had full on spiked it, and she got her hand and blocked it right back, and she was so excited. You made that girl's day just by her getting that block. But I'm excited to see what the whole team's able to do. But for you individually, I hope you do get the recognition you deserve. Winning the kills is I think something that's a pretty serious stat, because it's a reflection of just what you're doing in a game with your dominance. And so continue to be Jordan out there. I'm loving it. Ava's loving it. Ava's, she's at every match, so I know she's getting to enjoy it even more.
yes, I am.
Oh, go ahead, Ava. Close this thing down.
I'm about to close it out, but before I ask her to plug or promote anything, please go follow Jurnee's Instagram, because her dog Georgia is the cutest little dog I've ever seen. Ever. She's like top.
Oh, we get on Joe.
For cutest pet on and off the bench ever.
I'm trying to grab her.
She's so cute.
Georgia.
He's the cutest thing ever.
Oh,
Like, are you joking? Look at that.
You know what's interesting, Ava? The last time we had an animal appearance was volleyball. Emma Grome from Kentucky. So
I'm telling you, Georgia's like
volleyball players bring
literally
the animals to the show.
like we're talking contender for like top 3 cutest pets on and off the bench.
So on IG, are we getting constant updates? I mean, you're telling us to follow. Are we going to be able to follow Georgia's, daily routine?
Like,
yeah, there's some clips of Georgia on there.
there's some clips. You just got to go stalk a little bit. Go hit up Jurnee's Instagram. Jurnee, is there anything that you want to plug or promote before we close this thing out?
No, just my Instagram. I just posted on there. So
Thanks. Jurnee, we'd like to thank you for joining us. If you like Journee's story and you love the purple and gold, please like and share on Facebook, retweet us on X, like and subscribe on YouTube, and give us a follow on Instagram. We'll be back next week. Just kidding. In 30 minutes with Mike Anderson. Get like Mike. So make sure to stay tuned. Until then, love purple and live gold.